Hey guys, here is how I made a bralette using a free bralette pattern. This is the Hyacinth Bralette pattern. I am using two different sizes for the front and back, just because after trying it on once, I discovered that I need a small for the back and a large for the front. That's just how my anatomy is. Okay, the pattern comes with a 1/2 inch sewing allowance. That's what I marked, and then I sewed the sides using a straight stitch. I am using stretchy fabric. This was from some old body shaping stockings or something. You can also use swimwear fabric, just as long as it has good stretch. To finish the neckline, I'm going to use some fold over elastic. I am making it an inch shorter than it has to be so that it stretches evenly along the neckline.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be.
I'm going to be sewing this using a zigzag stitch and some black matching thread. Because I made the elastic 1/2 inch shorter, it's going to lie flat on my body when I put it on. Now that the neckline is complete, it's time to cut the fold over elastic for the underarm and for the back. I am marking in such a way that I move the pin 1/2 inch away to make sure that my elastic is 1/2 inch shorter than the length of the curve that I'm sewing on. I'm securing the elastic using some pins, and then I'm going to be sewing using a zigzag stitch. I left a tail at the front, which I'm going to be using to attach straps so that my straps are removable only in the front. I am using a zigzag stitch. The stitch length was 1 and the stitch width was 3. Now it's time to make some straps. I cut my straps at about 26 centimeters plus another inch. I have these D-rings. Remember that tail? I fold it so that I can use it to make the straps removable. I am sewing the fold over elastic using a zigzag stitch here to create a strap. I need 2 straps, so I have 2 pieces of fold over elastic. I pinned it 2 inches away from the center back, and then in the front I just add that hook. I slide the elastic and then I secure it with a pin, and I'm going to sew all those areas with pins using a zigzag stitch. I could also use a straight stitch. It's time to add the band elastic. Now I made a mistake here. I made the elastic 1/2 inch shorter, which ended up being uncomfortable on me, so I shouldn't have made my band elastic short. Because there's a curve in the front, you're going to stretch the elastic when you sew so that it works nicely. I left 1/2 inch on each edge of the elastic to use as a seam allowance to close the loop. Now I'm sewing using a zigzag stitch. I sewed it in such a way that when I turn the elastic around, the seam allowance will be hidden behind a bit of elastic. So as you can see here, that's what the inside looks like. I am trimming the excess fabric, and when I turn the elastic like this, it looks very, very neat on the inside, except for my side seams. And this is what it looks like in front. I have to do a top stitch. Actually, I wish I didn't use black elastic, because now I had to use 2 different threads, brown on top and black in the bottom. That was my mock-up, and it turned out great. I learned that mixing the front and the back would work out, and next time I'll use nude elastic.